Walker was back then to now?
I think back then to now, Miss Walker was,
Classroom, I was good, had all A's. But outside the classroom, I think I got into a lot of trouble just because people were bullying my sister. So obviously I had to stick up for her.
How do you feel like Miss Singleton was back in middle school?
Back then in middle school, I think Miss Singleton, she was cool. Or yeah, she was still bad though, 'cause I feel like she was bad and cool and fun.
I'm laughing because middle school for me, it was fun. Had all my friends from kindergarten and up, so it was fun. What did I used to do in middle school? All I can say it was fun because every day was something interesting happening. Either a fight was happening, unfortunately, or a teacher yelling at someone, you know, us being goofy, sharing snacks, just having crushes, you know. So middle school was very fun for me.
I think Miss Singleton was back in middle school. I think she was bad because she told me about how she was in school and stuff like that. I think she was bad, but I think she had good grades too.
Were you a good student? Did you have bad grades?
In school, I was a good student. I was a B student, and sometimes every once in a while I get a C. For middle school, that was. High school, no, I got A's and B's in high school because I know my grades really matter for college. So I really made sure I got the A's and B's.
Cool teachers. I had one in particular. Her name is Mrs. Bodicher, and she was my soccer coach as well as my math teacher. So I struggled a lot with math. So with her being my coach, she helped me a lot with just breaking down the concepts in a more fun way for me.
nice, helpful, and now I think she's strict, mean. She played too much.
I did get suspended once, and I had ISS, but I never got expelled. Previous middle school, when I was a kid, they really didn't care what we were doing as long as we were all in the building and alive. I would not like to go back to my middle school now. I think it's, not even I think, I know it's awful now. My nephew goes there and he hates it. So I would not want to go back.
Middle school, I went to La Villa School of the Arts. It was actually, it's performing arts middle school, but the year I went there, it was the first year it ever opened.
Watkins, I think Miss Watkins was like a cool person. I feel like he was mean though, and he talked a lot, definitely. And I feel like he laughed too much. He think he the boss of everything. Yeah.
Behavior, I was pretty chill, I would say. Yeah, I was just pretty respectful. I think I was, more of the funny type guy. So I would crack jokes and stuff, and I was kind of just chill, but I wasn't never disrespectful.
Was a bad child, kind of, because he told us about this story and how these boys was trying to jump him and his friend. And yeah, I think my teacher was a popular kid because he knew everybody and everybody knew him.
No, I had a huge group. I was pretty popular in middle school, so I was always just, talking, hanging out at the locker or something. Yeah, a lot of different friend groups.
Middle school I went to was McKinley, 7th grade.
He was one of those kids who did everything, participated in every activity, probably did every sport, every fundraiser, everything they had going on, he probably did it.
My favorite subject was physical education because at that time I really loved basketball, and the PE teacher always played basketball, so that's why I liked it.
Coach seems like his grades were probably good. Like I say, he seemed like he probably did everything, so he probably tried his best to get all his grades up. He be telling us to get our grades up, but we can't play or something like that.
So going into the 7th grade, when I was in the 6th grade, I had all A's. Going into the 7th grade, I got my first B and C in the 7th grade.
How do you think Miss Watson was in middle school?
I think that she was bad.
I am the only girl to 4 boys. So my behavior in school was always a defense mode, so I can say that my behavior was a little challenging my 7th grade year.
I think she had A's and B's because she is pretty smart and she does a lot of things right now.
Middle school life was actually kind of fun. 6th through 8th grade, I was an athlete. I did softball, basketball, soccer, tennis, and my 6th grade I did actual tackle football.
How many friends did you think Miss Watson had?
I think she had a bunch, but some she would try to distance herself from.
I had a big friend group. I had a huge friend group. All of us who started sports together, we did everything together from 6th to 8th grade.
So, Miss Monet, what middle school did you go to?
In middle school, I think Miss Monet was a good child. Like, she was nice and like looked out for other people and cared and listened to what they said, and like kind of like funny and goofed around a little bit.
In all of my schools, I had great behavior. I was actually very shy in middle school, so I definitely wasn't what I am now. Personality-wise, I was a lot more timid and I was a lot more shy. But in each middle school that I went to, I decided, since I was starting brand new every single year, that I would reinvent myself every single year. So each year I came out of my shell just a little bit more.
Some sports I think Miss Monet did was like cheer, because like to see that she's like a cheer coach now, that kind of made me think that she did cheer then, because she's a good coach for cheer.
I played almost every sport. So in Iowa, I figure skated. I also played softball. I played basketball. What else? I did cheer and I did dance.
What type of grades do you think Miss Monet had?
I feel like she was smart. I was on the academics, the president's list every year in middle school. I didn't have any disciplinary problems. Actually, the one and only fight I ever got in middle school was in my 8th grade year in Alabama. But it wasn't even my fight. It was my friend's fight, and I was a victim. But I won, so don't fight, kids. Don't fight.
Here right now?
Yes, because Miss Monet liked to talk to a lot of people.
I had a lot of culture shocks. So as you guys would think, in Iowa, I was a minority, so I was the only black girl in everything. I was the only black girl in class. I was the only black girl on the basketball team, only black girl in Girl Scouts, all XYZ. I moved to Michigan, and that's the first time I found out there was like more people that look like me, like my skin tone. So that's when I first like got a few friends that look like me, and then by the time I moved to Alabama, I had never seen that many black children in one place. And so I think that's probably the biggest impact that middle school had on me, is the fact that I learned how big the world was and how many people actually look like me.